right, hello. So today we are at, you can see a little sneak peek right here. We're at Barnes & Noble, and I have a very, very fun idea for a new series that I want to do. So I saw this TikTok, and basically what it was if you liked this Barbie movie growing up, then you would like this book now. I was obsessed with the early 2000s Barbie movies. They're still some of my favorite movies. Barbie Mermaidia, like an amazing movie. One of the books that they had in there was, if you liked Barbie Mermaidia, then you will like, it's like something like The Witch, the Sea, something, but it's like a mermaid book. So I wanted to start a series of comparing the two and trying them out and see if I can get that same kind of vibe from it. I feel like I'm probably not going to be able to, but anything for the nostalgia. I am dressed for the occasion. If you have watched Barbie Mermaidia, you know. So I'm like actually so excited to start this series. I also just moved out, so I am picking up a bunch of, well, I'm trying to find physical media because I have a DVD player and I have one Barbie movie on DVD, but I need more. So I actually have Fairytopia, so maybe like I'll watch that just to get in the vibe because it's in the same series. It's like Barbie something with a fairy, and then Barbie Mermaidia, and then Fairytopia, I think it is. So maybe I will just watch that today to get in the vibes of the Barbie. I am so excited to start this, so let's just go. Okay, so I got the book. I haven't even read the back yet because I don't like to read the backs of books. I feel like a lot of the times it spoils. So I'm just not gonna read the back. I'm not. But I'm gonna start reading this, and I'm gonna give y'all an update on what's going on, what's going on. Yeah. But I wanted to show y'all, this is my little Barbie yeah, so this is my Barbie DVD that I just found at Goodwill the other day, but I need to find more. I'm on the hunt. Okay, so I've only read about a chapter so far. It's not really giving me vibes of the Barbie movies at all. You'll see. We're only a chapter in. I don't really feel like reading right now, so I just put on the DVD Barbie movie, and we're gonna watch some of that. Okay, so I've been doing some reading. I am on chapter 12 and I'm on page 87. I have a few thoughts. Number one is that so far, nothing like the Barbie movie, like nothing at all. Doesn't mean I'm not enjoying it, but it is like not even comparable at all to the Barbie movie. Basically what's happening in the book is there are two main characters. There is Flora. So basically Flora is on this ship called the Dove, and she has to kill people, and they make it seem like this really extravagant, I don't know what it's called, but they basically trick people into thinking that they are on this high-end ship, and then they end up selling them into slavery. So that's who Flora is, and Flora's on this ship and she's doing this, and she actually has to dress up like a man so that way people take her seriously and don't kill her. So Flora, her boy name is Florian. And then the other main character is Evelyn, and she is an imperial. She's like one of the royals. She's having an arranged marriage, so she has to travel from her island to another island. And guess how she's getting there? the dove. Florian basically has to watch over Evelyn to make sure that she doesn't get hurt. All the men on this boat are like really bad people. And basically Florian is falling in love with her. I'm this far in and just saw a mermaid, and the way that they describe the mermaids actually makes me a little mad, because in Barbie Mermaidia, like, they are beautiful, like beautiful girls, long tails, pretty outfits. Let me just read this. Small, stubbed, the size of an infant, with green and silver scales all over her body. Her eyes were awkwardly far apart on her face, more like a fish than a human, and gills flared in her cheeks. That's not a pretty mermaid. That's not a pretty mermaid. You know what it reminds me of? This is what I'm picturing. This is what I'm picturing when they're explaining these mermaids. But uglier. It's not a bad book. It's pretty easy to read. It is YA, so it's like nothing crazy. It's just really, really not giving me the vibes of Barbie Mermaidia in the slightest. I think what happened is, because I went go back and look at the TikTok where it recommended things, I wanted to see if ChatGPT would recommend the same books. It did. So I don't think that this person really put any time into what they were doing, and they just kind of like asked ChatGPT, did it the lazy way, and just gave random recommendations because it has the word mermaid in it and it's YA. So that's a little frustrating. Now, I'm not making any final decisions yet because I haven't finished the book, but I just really hope that it gets more like Barbie, because this isn't fun. Okay, so I'm back for another reading session. I have read a little bit off camera. I started on about page 100 and now I'm at 150. It's like really not giving what like I was hoping it would give. For like one minuscule second, they had mentioned a like beautiful mermaid, dark hair, beautiful tail, whatever. And that was it. Like, that was all we got, which is like really frustrating. But anyways, so basically Florian and Evelyn have escaped the pirate ship, the Dove. With the help of the sea and the mermaid, they got to this, the floating islands, and now a witch is helping them out. So it's like part 2, the witch. And we're kind of getting different perspectives. It's not Barbie or Mermaidia. It's just not. But that's okay. We're gonna keep reading so I can give it a fair shot. Okay, so I've officially finished the book. The rating I gave it on Goodreads was a 2 out of 5. It wasn't only that it didn't remind me of Barbie Mermaidia at all, because that's not the book's fault, but it just wasn't that good of a book. Later on in the book, they kind of allude to this like big fight that's gonna happen from this like big badass character, and it just like the fight is very lackluster. Like nothing really exciting happens, and you kind of expect this, it's the Pirate Supreme, and you kind of expect this Pirate Supreme to come in and have this amazing battle, and then like they don't fight at all. Like they literally just blow up the ship. Like, now when it comes to how it related to the Barbie movie, I would give that a 0.5 out of 5, because in the first 75% of the book, they mention a mermaid. You see a beautiful mermaid one time. That's it, in the first 75% of the book. Then in the last like 5, I know that math doesn't math, but, and I'm about to spoil something, so if you're gonna read this book, which you probably shouldn't, if you're gonna read it, you should click off. But in the last 5% of the book, the 2 main characters become mermaids. And this is where I was finally like, yes, mermaids, finally give me something. Because in Barbie Mermaidia, Alina becomes a mermaid. So that happening in the book was like, okay, finally something good is happening. But like I said, it's in the last 5% of the book, and you don't even really get good descriptions of what the mermaids are like. All you learn is that one of their tails is black and one of their tails is red. I was really looking for some like deep fantasy mermaid world, kind of like a adult version of The Little Mermaid or Barbie Mermaidia, and that's just not what that was. And I was doing some research about like deep fantasy mermaid stories, and I found a couple series, so I might try them out, but I kind of want to try out the other books from that TikTok to see if I can get something better, because this was, like I said, a 0.5 out of 5. It did not do it for me. In the next one, I think I'm gonna try Barbie and the Three Musketeers, because that's one of my other favorites from Barbie. And I think it'd be really fun to read a book about like girl musketeers.